Good morning, afternoon, and evening, ladies and gentlemen of the world, and welcome to the Elipsis and KO tutoring channel, where today we will be continuing with the topic of numbers in the IGCSE Math syllabus. In this video, we will discuss number word conversions, prime factors, and reciprocals. So, without further ado, let's begin. When we talk about the number word conversion, we are basically converting a number to word. But before we understand this conversion, we must get to grips on place value. A place value is the name of the position a number takes up in a particular number. Single-digit numbers, or numbers found on the right end of a number, are called units. The next number to the immediate left of units are called tens. Next to tens are hundreds, then thousands, 10,000, 100,000, and million. Once we know these, we can effectively identify what value a number has inside a larger number. Let's look at this number below and see if we can convert it to words. Since it is a 7-digit number, the first number on the left end must represent the 7th place value, which is million, meaning that the number is 7 million. Next place value is 100,000, meaning the next word is 200,000. After that, we get 410,000, or just simply 40,000. Next, we have 5 in the 1,000 values, meaning 5,000. Since 0 covers the 100 values, we leave it empty. Finally, we have 1 in tens and 2 in the units. Therefore, our final answer becomes 7,245,012. What about this number? Since only 2 place values are filled, we only focus on those. Firstly, the number is 6 digits long. We know that the digit on the left end is 100,000, and the digit on the right is obviously units. Therefore, the word is 700,003. The next topic discussed is prime factors. Now would be factors of 10. That's easy. They would be 1, 2, 5, and 10. Of these numbers, 2 of these are prime. These type of prime factor numbers are called prime factors. What's fascinating about prime factors is that any non-prime number can be expressed by the product of prime factors. For example, let's take any non-prime number, like 20. Its factors are 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, and 20. Of these numbers, 2 and 5 are prime. We can multiply these numbers together in different combinations to make 20, such as 2 times 2 times 5, which can be simplified to 2 squared times 5. This seems relatively easy for smaller numbers, where finding the factors isn't a long process. However, for larger numbers with more factors, and therefore more prime factors, it's better to use a factor tree. Let's say we wanted to find the product of prime factors of the number 720. We know that our answer will look something like this, and what we also know is that one of these numbers will be 2, because 2 is divisible by 720. This is the same for 3 and 5. So we know that these numbers will be prime factors. What we don't know is how many of these 3 numbers will be prime factors. To figure this out, we must break 720 down to its prime factors. So, let me start with 2. 720 divided by 2 is 360. Divide it again, and we get 180, then 90, then 45. From 45, we can either divide by 3 or 5. I'm going to divide by 3, which gives us 15. Divide again, and we get 5. At this point, we can only divide by 5, which will give us 1. Since 1 has no factors other than itself, then that is our finishing point. Now, as we can see, from this method, we have broken down 720 into 4 2s, 2 3s, and 1 5. This simplifies to 2 to the power of 4 times 3 to the power of 2 times 5. Note that if we start with any other divisible prime number, we get the same answer. This method is quick and can be used for any number that is not prime itself. Our final topic is reciprocals. A reciprocal is the inverse of a number, or 1 over that number. To better understand this concept, we need to take any number and convert it to its simplest fraction, which is that number over 1. And since any number divided by 1 will remain the same number, this works. So, when we reciprocate a number, we are simply flipping those 2 numbers. For example, the reciprocal of 3 is 1 over 3. Alternatively, the reciprocal of 1 over 7 will be 7, since 1 divided by 1 over 7 is just 7.